Hello everyone, and welcome back. I am delighted that you have successfully completed Module 1, where we explored the foundational concepts of personalized learning and virtual learning environments. In this second module, we will move one step further and focus on designing personalized learning paths, tools, and techniques. By the end of this session, you will gain skills in designing adaptive learning pathways using digital tools and learner profiles. Before we begin, think back to Module 1. How would you define personalized learning in your own words? Take a moment to type a short line in the comments section. Let us begin with learning about personalized learning paths. Personalized learning paths are customized educational plans designed to meet the unique needs, preferences, and learning styles of each student. Unlike a one-size-fits-all approach, personalized learning paths allow learners to progress at their own rhythm. This makes the learning experience more relevant and engaging, as it connects with their strengths, weaknesses, and personal interests. If you had a choice, what subject or skill would you like to learn at your own pace? Share your thoughts in the comments section. So, why do we need adaptive pathways? The answer is simple. Every learner has a different pace and background knowledge, and adaptive pathways help adjust content delivery accordingly. Research shows that when learning is personalized, both engagement and achievement increase. Most importantly, adaptive learning enhances learner autonomy and motivation, qualities that lie at the heart of human-centered education. Creating student profiles to design effective learning paths, we begin with student profiles. These profiles highlight key elements such as learner interests, personal and professional goals, and prior abilities or strengths. We can build these profiles using surveys, reflection prompts, or diagnostic quizzes at the beginning of a course. Once created, these profiles allow us to cluster learners and provide them with resources and support that best match their needs. Imagine you are designing a student profile yourself. What one question would you definitely include to understand your learner better? Think about it and share in the comments section. Learner personas and journey maps. Closely linked to student profiles are learner personas and journey maps. Learner personas are semi-fictional characters developed from real learner data to represent groups of learners with similar needs. Journey maps, on the other hand, are visual timelines that capture the stages learners pass through in a course, along with possible challenges and intervention points. Together, they enable educators to anticipate learner needs and design more effective and engaging learning experiences. Now, let us learn about tools for personalization in VLEs. Virtual learning environments offer a range of tools that support personalization. For example, H5P allows us to create interactive videos and branching scenarios. Moodle supports conditional activities, such as unlocking a lesson only after completing a quiz, and Canvas and Google Classroom provide features for creating mastery paths and group settings. These tools make it possible to design flexible, learner-centered experiences within the digital classroom. Now let us consider a practical example. In Moodle, learners can take a diagnostic quiz, and based on their score, the system automatically releases a remedial module, an enrichment module, or an advanced activity. Similarly, H5P branching scenarios allow learners to make decisions that lead them down different paths, much like a choose-your-own-adventure story. This is personalization in action, where learners have unique pathways that adapt to their performance and choices. Best practices and challenges. While personalization is powerful, we also need to be mindful of best practices and potential challenges. To begin with, it is important to start small and not overcomplicate the pathways. Using formative assessments to guide learner progress is crucial, as is designing with equity and accessibility in mind. On the other hand, personalization can also pose challenges such as additional planning time, tool integration difficulties, and the need for adequate teacher training. Too many pathways can overwhelm both learners and instructors, so balance is key. This brings us to the bigger picture, SDG 4, which emphasizes inclusive and equitable quality education. Personalized learning pathways directly contribute to this goal by tailoring education to diverse learners, ensuring equitable access to knowledge, and improving learning outcomes with timely feedback and relevant resources. In other words, when we design personalized pathways, we are not only improving classroom learning but also contributing to global educational sustainability. Now let us conclude by understanding that personalized learning is not about giving every learner a completely different course, it is about giving each learner the right support to succeed. Personalized learning is not a luxury, it is a pathway to equity. Before moving on, take a moment to reflect. If you were to design one personalized activity for your students, what would it look like? Share your response in the comments section. Thank you for joining this tutorial on designing personalized learning paths. In Module 1, we laid the foundation by exploring the definitions and frameworks of personalized learning and virtual learning environments. In Module 2, we built upon that knowledge by learning how to design pathways using student profiles, tools, and adaptive techniques. In the next module, we will move to advanced strategies, including gamification, artificial intelligence, and learning analytics. Until then, keep reflecting, keep experimenting, and let us continue making learning more engaging and inclusive. And remember, if you have any questions, you can always reach me at bushra.workmail@gmail.com.